not losing by so much that with a rotation they can't kill Viper.
Mm-hmm.
That was a lot of negatives there, but yeah, they need to set themselves up in a position where they can have a rotation come in, cancel gets the 4 stacks, and they just blow Thug up. If they fall behind past that point, Thug's gonna run away with this lane.
So early lane in that mid, going to be absolute key. So we'll see how Midorfeed addresses that here. Liking this Batrider skin. This is, I don't know if I've seen this one before. From KZU showing off. That's a pretty unique one. Looks pretty cool there. All right, but anyways, Midorfeed up 1-0. Going to see Weehaw on Clockwork this time around. He had the chance to get Earth Spirit again, but not the case. Again, they could have gone KZU with the Clockwork and instead maybe like that Earth Spirit for him, but chose the Batrider instead. Is Batrider maybe just... What's the advantage of the Batrider over Clockwork offlane? Like, better offlane, or better farm potential?
Yeah, I think it's just more they're going to get more out of Wee being Clockwork than a Batrider this game. Like, his rotations are going to be a lot more lethal than just bringing a Batrider in, throwing a few napalms. They really want to actually get a lockdown on someone. They want to get that battery assault ticking away. Monkey King can even get some autos over the cogs sometimes because his attack range is not actually melee. But their just lineup's very bizarre. Like, Cinderin's great if he finds one person, he can Fiend's Grip him. That's where Bane thrives. But in the team fights, he's not going to do a whole lot. Clockwork kind of has anti-synergy with Sven. I don't know.
Yeah, Clockwork's always... I always am a little concerned with that hero whenever I have a hero like Sven in the game as your teammate, as you pointed out.
Because the benefits of putting Clock as the offlaner is he could get big enough where he can go do his own thing. He can go hunt Nature's Prophet. He can try to just get the Rubik. Yeah, Rubik's going to lift him out, but he can still zone him out of the fight. He can do his own thing and be self-sufficient. But if you're running him as a 4, that gets a little bit harder.
Oh, Wei gets here really quickly. Gets that aggressive mid ward down. And you have Cinderin placing one up at the top bounty rune area, so a couple of very aggressive wards coming out. No TPs from Mouz. Instead, they're doing the walking thing. And 4 of them at the bottom lane. The only one not here is that Faceless Void. But, of course, Treant going to send in the... Or Nature's Prophet going to send in the Treant. Get some information as far as what's going on. Up here, who's up here? That's KZU just chilling with those boots, but it looks like the lane are going to end up as we maybe expected here. Monkey King middle.
To battle.
Unless Earthshaker and Rubik, where are they going to be going?
It's a good question.
Yeah.
As I said, you really don't want to give a Sven time. You don't want to let him farm. You don't want to let those Ancients get stacked. Otherwise, there's no way to answer the farm potential on this MOF side if they get the start they want. But they are going to run really aggressive here, at the very least zone MOF off of this rune.
The battle begins.
And KZU is not going to be able to steal the top bounty rune either, so it's going to be a 3-1 bounty rune control for Mouse. Good job by them, and for right now, Spartan, he's going to set up to be at the bottom lane. MNT will block off the mid lane, meanwhile, for Thug. Trying to get the better lane positioning here. And we do see that happening. So now we got our 2 versus 2 middle lane, 2 versus 2 bottom, and the 1
Well,
versus
it's only 1
top.
versus 2. One's a banana. Oh.
Was a banana.
He misshifted into a banana. I didn't even know that was possible.
Earthshaker.
He's going to pull right here, so getting a little funky with the creep wave. But bottom lane, we already have a bit of action. Cinderin is fine. You see Sven, she's going to get Warcry at level 1, so hoping to mitigate some damage and get away there. But yeah, with the Rubik down here, this seems like it is going to ideally be a not a free time for Sven. He should probably still get some decent last hits here,
But yeah, it's going back to what I said though. It is pressure, and that's all that really matters. If you're making him miss even a third of his CS, you're slowing him down tremendously.
what he can with that brain sap. Full Jingu mastery. Come back to the middle lane, and just like that, Thug is dead. Clockwork saw the cogs just wearing off there. Went level 1 cogs, and enough blocking with the full Jingu. First blood.
That's huge.
So he got the help that you're talking about there.
That's what he needs. He's
Oh,
coming
okay.
right back.
No. This time the battery assault, but the cog's actually going to push him back as he escapes out. But yeah, Clockwork clearly an issue. Now bottom lane, that's because Earthshaker's down here. Want to take out Bane. He's now kind of trapped in. Though he's definitely trapped in. The Sprout's doing that. Back to the middle lane. Full Jingu. He's going for it, and Cancel will die as a result. Cinderin did go down here. So it ends up being a couple of kills for Mouz, and so much for that middle lane. Being
He just way overcommitted. He thought he had the damage. Didn't quite. I appreciate the bold move, but
yeah.
That just gave Viper everything back that he lost.
So now Haystern going to be picked up by Monkey King.
To move.
And he'll wrap around the middle lane. Oh, now he's south. Running around.
It doesn't aggro towers
Yeah.
if he does this.
Dire's
Right.
middle tower is under
So there
attack.
is actually some play with it. It's not just for show.
No.
You also, I want to say you don't show on the mini-map. That doesn't seem like a big deal, but we've played against Phantom Assassins and they're just like free farming away and you don't notice what's going on and then they're huge.
Yeah, so a little more purpose than maybe given credit for initially. Top lane, KZ's got the Fireflight active, pushing out the creep wave and going to do a little bit of damage to Madara right here. Time walk though, allow him to stay alive, and he also has that magic stick, of course. But now Madara's going to get some help from Spartan, picks up what was the 2-minute bounty rune, still just chilling there. And it's going to now say hello to KZ. Apply some pressure. Bottom lane, that's a pretty deep Sven, but nope, just pushing out the lane. Has a level 2 Great Cleave to try to farm. This ward here being placed. I mean, it's been here for a while now for the Dire side, but yeah, pretty aggressive ward. Seeing if any support's nearby. Rotating over to the pole camp especially. So Skylark has opened up a lot. He doesn't have teleport just yet. So expect to see him possibly moving around. That was top lane. Okay. Spartan for Kezu. And now middle lane, Thug. He gets the kill on a cancel, and he will not be stopped. Despite the cogs.
Both teams are pretty happy with that trade top. But yeah, mid lane, this is the problem when you're laning against Viper. You made one mistake, and now he's back to even or ahead of you, and he just pressures that lead so well.
Mask of Madness for Sven in his queue, of course. But again, as far as his farm goes, 17-1 for the net worth. He's 4th right now overall. Over here, Clockwork on top of Rubik. Lifts him up, throws him away. Pretty good ability to have in that case. And with Thug running over, he's not going to chase further. So Thug will go back into the lane and farm. It's Monkey
Radiant
King.
are scanning.
Every time I look at him, I swear he's a different thing. What does Viper get this game? There's a magic wand coming, but he already has this Ring of Achilles. This maybe the Dragonlance Hurricane Pike, or
I want a very tank up build. I wouldn't mind seeing like early armor somehow. So like yeah, Aquila Dragonlance would be fine. Could even go mech, or even like Crimson Guard. You have enough damage, right? You have Faceless Void, you have Nature's Prophet, you're running a Tricore. Madara does get the time walk out.
watching bottom lane. Tomato gets away in time, but spinning back to the top lane. Midara does not have time walk anymore. He has a Chronosphere though, but the cogs are gonna block him in still. That timing of Wii. Perfect as he threw out the Chronosphere. Well played, and that's a nice roam onto him. Now the Shrine used from the Dire side, they smoke up, and they're wrapping around the bottom lane. Tomato could be in trouble here. He's already at half life. Yeah, he should be dead. He has a War Cry. Can't even get that off. It's going to be a pretty late one. The Stomp missed. He has a Fissure. Wants to be careful with it. Nice block. And no chance for him there. So good pursuit, and both one positions on either side do go down there.
Yeah, and we're seeing Faceless Void taking the lead because of all this. This extra pressure bottom is just giving Void a ton of room. I like this lane rotation, though. Cancel saying, I can't pressure a Viper, I can pressure a Void.
Yeah, so he's finding himself up here, but, I mean, Viper is just having the free reign now in the middle lane, but I guess it goes back to he's probably going to be doing that anyways. So what do you really lose by doing this? Batrider can just jungle. Salve, Cancel really wants to go deep. He has the full Jingu still. But the time walk to the
Viper,
right.
though. Rotation.
Yeah.
Dire's top
And
tower
they're going to
is
catch
under
Wii.
attack.
So Cancel should be fine, but Clockwork not so much.
Not what you expected?
He's definitely dead yet.
Is my coffin.
So a little bit too deep. But Keizu takes over the middle lane and continues his journey of farm.
Dire are scanning.
What is he going first? He's going to be going drums first on Batrider. That over the
This
blink
laning
dagger.
phase is actually shaping up really, really well for Mouz. I mean, they're essentially winning all 3 lanes right now.
Look at Cancel, and I'm watching the middle lane go down too. He lassos up, very defensive lasso. It's not going to work though. Thug still gets credit for the kill. And again, Cancel died up here. As that was going on, no Chronosphere even needed. I'm guessing just maybe some bashes in there and with the
They
Rubik
just profit
assistance.
rotated too.
Oh, did he? Okay. So 8-3 start. You mentioned the laning phase
Radiant's
overall. I mean,
middle
the 3 of the
tower
4
is
top
under
farmers
attack.
obviously on their side when it comes to CS. Net worth, actually our top 3. But
And
this
Ancient Stacks looking a little weak so far. I mean, this is only going to be their second double so far. This is their recovery method, and they really need to put a lot of emphasis on making sure these get stacks so once Sven has the Mask of Madness, he can come back.
Speaking of that, he has the Morbin mask. So still needs that quarter staff here. Well, that's going to be finished. But Thug finishes the full power treads first, so he's got already a pretty strong build with the ring. Gila. And those power
From the
treads.
top.
Cancels dead again. Skylark again rotating with the teleportation, and yeah, Chronosphere committed, but well worth it, of course. And Monkey King just really cannot get a lot going this game. He's 0-4-2 now at this point. It's been a rough start. So you talk about it, you like the idea, but being in the off lane up like this is, of course, makes you susceptible to those ganks. And we're seeing that come into play here.
A lot of this just goes back to the fact that Synderen hasn't been able to do anything this game. The supports on the side of Mouz have both been very, very effective, being involved in 6 and 4 kills respectively. And Synderen's literally done nothing. Like, Bane as a hero just is so low impact compared to these ones picked up here from Mouz and the Rubik and Earshaker.
Yeah, Nightmare's a nice setup tool, but really don't have the best follow-up for it right now. I mean, into a Stormhammer, okay, I guess, but yeah, he does feel like he's pretty weak early on.
Like, ideal situation, your Monkey gets 2 hits on somebody, you Nightmare, you get him in front of them, you break the Nightmare, and then you just get the last 2, but they're just so far behind in lanes, he couldn't connect with anything early game.
Faceless Void has his own Mask of Madness now finished. Sven, he has his too, sitting on the brown boots, but has it taken care of. Cancel middle lane again. He's like, all right, go back to middle now, and sure enough, the pressure continues. Here comes a TP though. That's Clockwork. Does not have hook shot. What was that? Oh, that's just Sven farming the Ancients nearby. Pops a God Strength while his teammates are dying nearby though. Cancel goes down. The Nightmare onto Spartan. Not going to save his teammate though, and Synderen barely lives himself as they make it to the shrine. But yeah, right over here you got God Strength Sven just farming up the Ancients.
Dire's bottom tower is
And
under attack.
just trying to really get that farm
Radiant's
going here.
middle tower is under attack.
They scout him though.
Uh-oh.
A kill here knocks out about 1/3 of that camp's worth of net worth.
Oh no. Rubik, he's gonna get the lift.
Radiant's middle
Viper,
tower
Viper
has
Sting,
fallen.
strike, whatever. No, he didn't use it.
It was a
Just
good peel
far
there
enough.
from Weeha.
Alright, so he stays alive, which is big. Mouz, though, goes right to the top lane. And looking to drop that tower now.
This is so oppressive from mousesports. I mean, they're just blocking Midorfeed out of everything they want to do. They're putting pressure on Sven when he was doing the Ancients there. They got the mid tower, so that's now available. Got the top tower as well. They just took a massive tempo lead with what they got out of
Radiant's
lanes.
top tower is under attack.
15 more seconds. God Strength will be back up. He does have this other massive stack on the other side for Ancients. But you look at the control of the map right now. His top lane, by the way. That should be a kill on Skylark. They're going to run him down. That's going to feel good. Cancel. Beat him down
They
a little
need to
bit.
give it to Cancel.
Can he even get it? Okay.
Oh, we gets it with the rocket.
Kill secured. No, but that actually got close to us. That was a good job by Scarlet,
Radiant's
doing
bottom
what he could.
tower is under attack.
They killed Bane elsewhere, though. That looks like more in the middle lane area, but yeah, these
There's a
Ancients.
Bane in this game?
Yeah. Dang.
I forgot.
Shots fired.
Radiant's bottom tower
But these
is under
Ancients are still
attack.
been sitting here for a while now, and again, it goes back to
Dire
I wonder
are
when Sven's going to
scanning.
get around to doing that. It's just you can't feel comfortable right now with where the game's at. Just really farming it here.
Radiant
And with where your
structures are
vision is at,
fortified.
your map's extremely dark. In other words, they have 0 wards.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
You are right. No wards right now. Deep ward here from the Dire
top
side
tower is under attack.
as well, but they're going to need to protect the top lane for the time being as Tier 1's being pushed. They smoke into the Tier 2 tower. And Chronosphere
Dire's
ready.
top tower
Now they
has fallen.
only have 3 heroes here, and they're going to spot Spartan first. Viper's porting in. Chronosphere, he's going in. He's not going to use it just yet. Lift up the cancel, brings him right back down. Down goes Monkey King.
By them?
And Madara, he's looking for more now. Time walk in 5 more seconds. Catch up to Cinderin. Bat Rider, they would like
Radiant's
Bat Rider
bottom
more.
tower is under attack.
Leave
He's
Chrono.
fast, though.
Oh, yeah, he's a little bit too far.
Double damage.
Double damage in, he'll pick that up. And now Sven's doing those Ancients here.
Yeah, good rotation out of Tomato. He just ran to the side shop, grabbed the TP, ported here, and started doing these
Radiant
right away.
are scanning.
It's a good way to make sure you can grab them without getting punished. There were so many of the mousesports lineup on the north side of the map.
Finds Bane again. That was a couple of bash procs in there on top of the double damage rune. So pretty free kill onto Bane. Although it's still
So
very
Tomato's
early on.
farming core is done now. He's got his Echo Saber, he's got a Mask of Madness, but that's not going to help him catch up to Viper or get to NP before a TP away. So probably still looking to avoid fights if you're MOF till that blink comes online for Bat and Sven. I think you need both, more than likely. Just, do they have the time?
That's going to be the name of the game. How much time will
Force
they be able to
staff on
make?
Viper. That's just another way to be oppressive. If
Yeah.
you can force into someone a Viper strike, you know you're not going to die. You know you're extremely difficult to bring down right now.
You're against a clockwork, so a lot of value from it there too. Like I said, that full Hurricane Pike going to be a great item for him to have this game, and I'm sure that's what that's going to turn into.
Dire's top tower
But
is
yeah,
under
great
attack.
pickup for him. Faces Void.
Radiant's bottom
A
tower
Lincoln's
is under
is going to be
attack.
coming up as the follow-up.
All
to Mask of
right,
Madness here.
Shadow.
The Shadow build.
Well, Shadow build was straight Lincolns. None of this
Radiant's
mob crap
bottom
before
tower
it.
has fallen.
It's the new school. But Lincoln's this game, Lasso. You got Bane as well. Preemptive measure against him, so
Yeah, it's very, very good this game. There's no easy skills just to waste to pop that Lincolns.
Bane, he's setting up middle. He does not have Fiend's Grip, though, yet. Still only level 5, unfortunately. So nothing's going to come of that. Madara's just dancing around at the top lane, waiting for another creep wave. He's also being very patient. Cancels up here. No way Monkey King's making a play by himself, though. Especially as underfarmed as he is. The name of Nature's Prophet, haven't seen too much about how he's doing, but he got the bracers early on, so he's not going to finish the drum, so instead he just goes right into the Orchid now. Making priority to get that.
Cancel?
Oh, wow, yeah, he got poisoned up there, but
He jumped in for one CS and jumped back up into the trees.
dangerous.
It's a bold move, Cotton.
Yeah.
They scan him out.
Are scanning.
Meanwhile, MNT's caught by Wii. The Cogs are just out of range, though. Back to the top lane.
They can't. He's sitting here on top of a tree as a tree.
You're right. I was like, wait, where is he? He's right here. Okay.
They don't have vision of him. Oh, this is so insane. If NP just... Oh, Sprout still doesn't see.
Nature's Call in 13 seconds. Wow. That's a little bit of a distraction there. It's
Yeah.
fine time for the
Pulled
bottom
a few
push.
people up. Burn some time. They have to think he just TP'd out.
Dire's
Yeah.
bottom tower is under attack.
Using mischief. That's nuts.
Yeah, but at the other side of the token, I mean, he's just sitting there right now and not really getting
Oh, he's like a 4 right now. He is so broke.
Yeah, he is not not a friendly game again, but he's 8th in the game on net worth. That'll help a little bit. Takes out that massive creep wave with 1 boundless strike. Bottom lane, Bane is going to go for it. It's going to come at a cost, though. He gets the tower kill, but Cinderin. TP? Yeah, that actually might work.
Oh,
wow.
Made it.
Yeah. Great escape. Get the tower, gets out.
Very, very heads-up play there from Cinderin.
Yeah, Viper was like, wait a second, I do more damage. He tried to take it off and go for the kill, but one more auto attack wasn't to be.
Time is money.
So Cancel continues to be at that top lane, just more vision for the team at this point, if anything. And you have Faceless Void. That Lincoln Sphere is coming along, kinda. I mean, 1,700 gold saved up. It's only 17 minutes in, though, so yeah, it's still pretty early on.
Early.
Sven does finish the blink. So Tomato, he's now a little bit ready to fight. A little more ready to fight, even.
Yeah. This is a very, very good window for Midorfeed. That even in this kind of position in the game, your Sven is big enough that you can kind of base fights around him, throw the rest of the people in early to distract, and then go get something done. Your Batrider's got his Blink Dagger as well. Fiend's Grip's finally online.
They're hunting. Rubik. Spamming that taunt. He's going to be just a little bit to the south, though. Able to catch, unless Tomato. As far as the vision goes, they don't see anyone in the middle lane. There is the middle tier 1 still up as well. So, set Tomato, which is rather farm the Ancients. A damn Prowler.
Dire's top tower
Kill it off, though. Maybe head back towards the top lane, if anything. Go for the tier 2 up here.
Oh, the warding mind games. The sentry that they just placed next to that Dire Shrine shows the sentry ward that the Dire has placed. But they don't want to kill it. They don't feel like they're going to get any value out of killing that. They want to see if an Obs ward will get placed there at some point.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
I'll leave it for now. Middle, Thug. He's pushed up. Clockwork, he's ready to go. Hook shot in. Has Batrider coming. No blink just yet. Oh, he does have a blink, actually. Okay, so he goes in. He's going to lasso. The God Strength activated. And Tomato feeling the brunt of that. Lasso not even necessary. He Viper strikes the Batrider at the end, but obviously a nice find by Midorfeed.
Bottom tower is under attack.
Yeah, that's huge. Most of that gold not going on Tomato, unfortunately. That part does kind of suck, but able to find a couple kills that gets them a little bit of tempo back. Kind of stems the bleeding here. In the end, you're still just going against the Viper, right? If you can make the game go long enough, you can feel okay about it. But Skylark's just huge here as an offlane as well. He's got an Orchid done already.
Oh yeah. Yeah, no, he's definitely scary in his own right. Again, choosing not to get the drums here. Orchid, and now the Shadow Blade queued up. Speaking of that, Monkey King gets his own Shadow Blade, so he finally has his first big item on in his inventory now. Well, soon, once he makes his way back to base here, but going the Silver Edge, is that for the eventual, or going for the Shadow Blade, is that the eventual Silver Edge, you think, for the Viper?
Eventually. I don't think he's in any hurry to upgrade it, though. I think he needs to get something else, an Echo Saber, a Deso. He needs to get a little more damage first. They've made Silver Edge so expensive, that it's just hard to buy unless it's gonna like win you the game.
Oh, that's an Echo Slam middle lane. They catch Sven, that's why they want that kill. Will they get it? Viper even joins in, and yes, they will. Sven is dead for 50 seconds. The Chronosphere catches a couple as well, kind of keeping them in place, trying to save the Earthshaker, but it's not enough. Madara, he time walks away. Madara trying to survive at this point.
All the damage is dead, though, on MOF's side.
Yeah.
They lost their Sven, they lost their Monkey King. You gotta just run.
Yeah, Wii and Kizu doing just that. The Sprout will scout him, but can't really commit further into it. Yeah, the Echo Slam just came out all of a sudden. And they had enough damage just barely to kill Sven.
Radiant structures are fortified.
And now the middle tower also going to fall on top of that. Very likely. That's an awkward Sprout. There we go.
Radiant's middle
Tier 2 tower taken out. Roshan is up.
Yeah, it's a touch brave without a medallion, but it may be the play. I just don't think they need to risk it right now, though. They got another objective. They want a team fight.
They're kind of going in. Treants, Thug's not joining in. The Rocket scouts in immediately. So they're not really fully committing to it, though. So it's kind of the slow Roshan. Waiting to see if Midorfeed moves over. They do have some vision in the area, actually.
Homing in.
And we continues to scout the Rocket. Thug middle lane. Oh, the Stormhammer was coming out. KZ, he could not get the last off. It's still on cooldown, actually. I don't know if he thought it up or what, but yeah, KZ goes down. He must have thought he had lasso, to be honest. That felt really weird. Just jumping in like that. And it still had a couple more seconds.
He might have just been trying to give vision to Clockwork to try to hit a hook shot.
True. Fiend's grip. That's going to be stopped immediately, and now Thug, he's going to find the kill on a Bane. Nightmare is going to save him a little bit longer. Clockwork also goes down, though, most likely, is making the turn kill on the Skylark. Doing enough for damage with the battery assault, but they're all clumped up, so spreading out too much. And Midorfeed
MoF
gets the
doesn't
double
even
kill.
want that fight. As soon as Batrider died, Cancel said nope and went top lane.
Yeah.
He wasn't even involved in that at all.
That seemed very forced by them. A couple of the heroes, and then others, like I said, Cancel had completely other things on his mind going top, so now it should... It's not just yet, though, because I do see TP's coming in.
Yeah, but Cancel doesn't have the mana for this. Monkey King's so good at holding the Roche Pit, but he doesn't even have the mana to throw a Wukong's command in there. He's getting bottled up by Batrider to try to get there, but it's not going to be enough.
Roshan has
Oh,
fallen
somebody
to
wants to
the
pick up that Aegis. There you go. Guys just both walk away. But Viper goes back and gets it. Ends up being a very open Roshan kill there. So now Viper, Hurricane Pike, another 2,000 gold saved up. With that Aegis on top. You have Diffusal Blade for Faceless Void almost finished as well. A lot more damage coming out from him, and being able to purge off that War Cry is definitely a nice tool. Nearby, MNT. He has Echo. We'll see up here, though, Batrider and Clockwork
Dire are
hiding in the trees. Oh, they're going to find them, though. Orchid comes out, the Fissure. They should be able to get him here pretty easily. The burn on top of that, yep. Clockwork stays nearby.
Dire's structures are fortified.
It's almost like they were pinging it, I feel like, but no.
Yeah. This is just some awkward map movements from MOF, though. They're kind of, as you said, the Batrider just kind of YOLO blinked in, and at the same time, Cancel didn't want the fight, so he ignored it and ran away. They just seem like they're on different pages here.
Mouz
The seeds of
using this Aegis is going to be important. Faceless Void getting that Diffusal Blade, I'm sure will probably be
that should help.
first for them too. And 2,700 gold now on Viper, so I assume they maybe want to get an item on him first. Maybe something like that Maelstrom. Wouldn't be a bad choice, but just something before they really try to push into the base here. Rather than sitting on all that gold. 4 staff coming for Earthshaker. And Nature's Prophet. Oh, wow, he has a Scythe queued up. And actually, it's almost finished. Jesus.
It seems to be the new go-to now for Nature's Prophets. Just Orchid into Sheep. Just trying to be the most controlling Nature's Prophet you can. Your right clicks are still going to do some damage, but it's definitely been interesting because we used to not see this. We saw a lot more Shadow Blade and high DPS type items, and then the 20 int talent at level 15. We've seen so many more +4 Treants summoned in the last few days than I've ever seen on NP.
Again, Cancel just doing that. I'm going to sit here as a tree strat. Being very
Tree
patient.
on a tree with swirling blue clarity.
Yeah. But instead, top lane being heavily pushed in. You got the Smoke Ink attempt from Mouz.
A huge courier. It's got a Sange and a Diffusal flying in right now.
Okay, so Sane just delivered the Diffusal going over here. It's actually being pinked out by the Radiant side, but so they have an idea that the enemies are nearby.
Cancel's just slowly shuffling over as a tree, waiting for it.
Oh, he's going to try to pick off the courier,
Radiant's
yeah.
top tower is under attack.
Now they get vision. They're killing top secondary meanwhile, but Cancel's on a mission, damn it.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
Got it? Yeah.
Dire's courier has been killed.
All right, well, kill the courier. Probably needs to get back, though. He's going to kind of push the middle lane, but here we go, top lane. Tier 3, Nature's Prophet, sends in the Treants. Echo Slam is ready, of course. Take up the Lincolns right there on Madara, and after the side hook shot in on Spartan even. On the Rubik, the fissure. That's kind of awkward. Over the Force Staff over the ledge. They'll be fine. The War Cry, the lasso, they do catch.
That's a big grab.
That's Viper. Remember, he has the Aegis. He also has the Heaven's Halberd now. On top of that, Rubik did get picked off, but Thug, he may end up dropping right here, has the Aegis. In that Wukong's command, though, this is a great position right now for Midorfeed so far. Echo Slam from Earthshaker. He keeps getting his blink cancel, though. He throws in the fissure, trying to block them long enough. He's going to go in here. Chronosphere finally comes out and catches a couple, including the Bane. Wukong's command going to be wearing off, though, and Viper's just locked in too much. The evasion's not going to help him. The God Strength BKB of Sven beats down him, as well as the Faceless Void. And Midorfeed, Keizu definitely made up for what happened earlier. Beautiful lasso in the positioning.
The best target they could find. I'd have to watch that replay again, but apparently, I mean, someone had to have been zoning Earthshaker the whole time as well.
Yeah.
Never could get in with an Echo Slam.
I was waiting for it as well the whole time, but I think the rockets of I saw at least one rocket later on from Wii hit him. So one of several issues that I'm sure was causing him to not be able to jump in, as you're pointing out.
Huge swing play, though, from Midorfeed. That's the Aegis. That's like a 3,500 gold swing. That's exactly what they needed, and they're going to potentially find Spartan here as well.
Okay, that was pretty sick.
That was cool.
That was sick to watch. Lift into stealing his tree dance, and then gets away with it.
Well, almost.
It was cool. Keyword was. We, battery assaults on top of MNT here, but there's that scythe coming into play now, so we...
He got him with the cogs, too.
Oh, Force Staff's out. He's
dead.
delaying it, man. He's still alive, finally dead. Cancel is going to go for it now.
Again, though, this is like more miscommunication on MOF, though. Like, Clock was in an okay position there for them to try to fight that. They were still going to be down 2 people on the side of Mouz, and the rest of the team just leaves.
Not on the same page. Still working out the kinks here. But mousesports, they get the kill, and now they're kind of able to regroup now, and you know, it's they almost learned their lesson from last fight, I'm sure. Try to hide Viper a little better, if not get in the Lincolns. And trying to make it more difficult for that Bat Rider to get such a good lasso off.
Yeah, it's going to all come down to Void. Can he throw the Lincolns on Viper if Viper gets blinked on fast enough?
Huh. Clever play from Skylark right there. It's actually going to be a tier 3 tower because of that.
He
TP'd in. He was sitting here, then he spawns the trees, he TP's out immediately, and then sends him in to kill the tier 3. I'm sure many Nature's Prophets do that, but just happen to see it in action right there.
It's going to get the shrines, too.
No.
Mouz is a little
off.
scared.
Yeah.
They're a tad gun shy after what just happened.
Can't blame them. Although, really, it was... At the base, it's understandable, but yeah, when you're outside, ideally it's not going to be as easy to get that lasso off, let alone into a position where you can't respond the best. The base is what makes it very scary. All those towers beating you down.
And honestly, just the hill position. That's one of the biggest things about holding the base. Like, where he drug him with the lasso, it was a long ways away from the ramp. It just takes so long to try to walk up through that little choke point.
Again, they do some damage to a shrine, but not actually going to kill it. Just playing it a little safe. But speaking of safe, I mean, Midorfeed, really all in their base. Outside of Monkey King, there's a tree here somewhere. Where is he? There he is. He's a tree once again.
Radiant's bottom shrine is under attack.
Continuing to be very sneaky. Sneaky beaky-like. Roshan.
Radiant's top shrine has fallen.
About 15 seconds, we'll find out how long it's going to take for that to be the case.
It's getting slowed down.
It really has.
Radiant's bottom shrine has fallen.
Doesn't network lead, but here's a chance. Oh my god. Not even a chance. That was a guarantee. Lasso holds him in place with a Godstrike beatdown. No Sven right there. That Demon Edge he just picked up, he has an MKB he's working on.
They want Thug. They really want Thug.
Oh, cancel. He's going to try to lead them into it. Wukong's command. No, he cancels it, actually. Just about out of range, perhaps, and now Cancel's in trouble. Lifted up in the air in the backlines, though. Jump on a Skylark. Bane with a Fiend's Grip, locking out, spending that BKB. Allows Skylark to get away for the time being. However, Spartan, he needs to run. He's doing so. Wait, that was Rubik with the Fiend's Grip. What am I saying? That's right. So he stole that to lock down Sven. He will die in the end, but that was a hell of a steal. I don't know if we got that from earlier or mid-fight, but definitely prevented the kill, at least on a Nature's Prophet. Clockwork, that's not going to work. And yeah, he will die. Try to TP on top of the tree there. Yeah, I had to really figure out what just happened right there with the whole Bane lockdown. Realize that, wait a second.
Yeah, they just overcommitted on Thug. They lost the Monkey King again right at the start of a fight. He couldn't do anything productive in that team fight. And the stolen Fiend's Grip back on Sven. Pretty big. God Strength was already down by that point, though, which their burst potential goes down so much without that. Still able to get Spartan, but all in all, a disaster from Midorfeed there.
Midara has a Chronosphere. If he ends up seeing KZ 5 more seconds before the bots are ready. Not going to be found, though. And he will be able to TP away. Or just simply run away. As Faceless Void is not chasing anyways. Rubik does have the Blink Dagger.
Mine.
Viper, so he ended up going that Heaven's Halberd.
This'll come in handy.
Now he actually has a Hyperstone with 2,000 gold saved up here even.
Yeah, more than likely just going to be an AC. Lots of armor, very, very good against this Radiant team.
Yeah, that's true. Sven, meanwhile, that MKB, once again, is almost finished. He's still on brown boots, by the way. That's a little odd to me, seeing if Sven this later on.
I've done this before. You just save up till boots of travel. If you feel like you're just having to go core item to core item and you need them at certain times. Both teams are going to see that the Roshan is spotted, though. Radiant with a smoke. Get on MNT.
Nice cog positioning right there. The Wukong's command, the Bane Fiend's Grip locking him down too. And the God Strength pop. Tomato dropping in a couple more hits. They also catch Rubik. Bring him back in with the lasso. That's going to be a second kill.
They need to go straight Roche. If you're going to commit this God Strength, that has to be the plan.
And it is. Okay, so they'll see Viper nearby. Chronosphere is still ready. Can Faceless Void make a play here? He just got a Shadow Blade.
He can maybe look to make a steal play. I don't think you're ever looking to really fight this. The lasso is down, Fiend's Grip's down.
I mean, Faceless would not have a buyback, by the way. Oh, wow, he's really going in there. Yeah, that's a dangerous spot to be in, it feels like.
They don't have enough damage for this rush. They didn't get it in time.
That's been 4 off, you're right. Monkey King. Be like, wait, I'm a tree. All right, well, he's going to be massively slow. There's trees. He goes for the TP. Actually, it's not going to work. And now they're going to be able to steal Roshan. At least that's what they're going to try for. Kazu. He's going to make that difficult, but does not have a lasso ready for 25 seconds. And again, God Strength is not ready.
Yeah, Firefly's going to wear off at a bad time.
Radiant's bottom tower.
Clockwork
goes in. We are going for the steal. Who gets it? It will be Thug. They kill him first, and then they pick it up. And Nadar got the kill as well, so Weehaw tried.
So close.
But no cigar. So Roshan, after all of that, it ends up being stolen actually by Mouz. So yeah, they didn't even commit the Chronosphere. Like, that's still ready to go.
And now you just lost Syndrome without a buyback.
Going right in. No backdoor protection. Group's close enough. Can at least go for the range racks. Nope, maybe the melee racks now.
Radiant structures are
There's some fortification.
Radiant's
Dog, use your talent you just got. What?
That's a good point, actually. There you go.
There we go.
He's like, wait a second. All right, so now the building's starting to melt, and there you go.
Like, it's essentially just super liquid fire.
Yeah.
It does a ton of damage.
So we saw this before, remember. The deep lasso. Viper's in a bad spot once again. He does have the Aegis. Also that evasion. He's going to be force staffed away, and this time they do recover, and they double force staff him out. So that item doing a lot of work this game. What is that? I hear the hook shot over here. Spartan, he's trapped up in the cogs. They may end up killing him. They will with the Stormhammer. And Weehaw throwing away, but there's the Echo Side. The Chronosphere also barely caught Sven. Where's the follow-up damage? Oh, that Wrath of Nature coming out, dealing plenty, and Sven is going to be picked off. Buyback, he has an 80-second he's dead for. He will use it immediately. Bane and Clockwork are staying dead, though, for the time being. Meanwhile, Cancel, he's trapped up in the trees. I don't know if he would have a buyback, and actually he's going to fall right here. So yeah, 65 seconds. He'll be dead for
Radiant's middle tower
himself.
is under
God strength
attack.
back up for Tomato, and he shows it off to Skylark, but he can't stick on top of him enough. And now Tomato's running the other direction. Blink is back up, though he's going in on a Thug. Thug, Aegis will be popped. Skylark on the outskirt, throws up the Sprout. And the Orchid. Now the full life Viper. This would be a dieback and very likely the game. In fact, they just called GG. And we are going to a game number 3. mousesports takes out Midorfeed in the second game.
Dire victory.
Dire victory. Well, they got the lasso once again onto Viper, but this time they were a little bit better at responding to it.
Yeah, the position was very, very different. Dragging him over the ledge into